Alright, wanted to just do a quick showcase here of my March of the Legion Trapper build now that I've kind of gotten everything set up that I wanted to do with the initial plan of the character. Not that like I'm done with the character or the gear or anything, but I've kind of gotten all the initial key components set up. Yeah, it's a March of the Legion build, which is I toggle the auras and I get 4 auras basically for the reservation of 1, but you have to keep them up because they're not permanent anymore. I'm doing it with Hatred, Grace, Determination, and Zealotry. And then I'm using Exsanguinate Trap and Seismic Trap for my clear and single target. And doing almost full cold conversion. It's not quite 100%, it's like 95% cold conversion right now. That's not really that important, but it is. I am focusing on cold damage with it. And then the other big thing is utilizing Leadership's Price Amulet, which is a heist unique, where you get Scorch, Brittle, and Sap Conflux, which you can see the buffs up here. If your 2 highest attributes are equal, which my Strength and Dexterity are both equal, so I get that, and it means every hit applies all 3 of these debuffs. Scorch is minus elemental resistance, or it might just be minus all res. It might do minus chaos. Not that that matters that much, but it's minus resistance. Sap makes enemies deal less damage, and Brittle increases base crit chance. And with how hard I hit, I can basically get max effect on like all of those. And it adds a ton of damage. The way I've got the, I'm using a Lethal Pride. That's like the other kind of key-ish thing. Because you can get some good rolls. I've got a couple percent fizz damage rolls on mine. One there, and I think one down here. But it gives a bunch of strength, right, on all of these small nodes in here. And that's helping get the stat balance.
Be careful.
But that's the basic setup that I've got right now. I have a Drox map. Run through this real quick and kind of just show how it works. Being that it's March of the Legion, it's not going to be like the cleanest, fastest mapper ever, because you do have to manage your auras and they're not instant. And especially as a trapper, I don't have like a ton of cast speed. I've got pretty good duration, but not a ton of cast speed. But what it lacks in like pure speed, it definitely makes up for in just like damage output and overall defense. Like my life pool is kind of low. It'll get higher as I get more stuff, but it's a bit low. But that being said, I have currently 50,000 armor and 75,000 evasion, and I'm just shy of 100% spell suppression. I'm at like 95% spell suppression chance, so it's plenty tanky, especially for soft quest stuff right now. It's more than enough. Realistically, the only thing I'm worried about doing anything to me is really powerful dots, and then potentially some like elemental attacks could one-shot probably if Molten Shell isn't up. Also, unfortunately, this Drox map is a Sulfur Vents, which has terrible audio clipping issues. I kind of don't want to listen to it anymore, so we'll just go find the boss, because that's the only other part that really matters anyway. You can see, it clears pretty smooth. It's not very, like, again, it's not super fast, but it is pretty straightforward. It is pretty easy. And the single target damage is, I would say, pretty damn good. I don't think this has any defense mods, but either way. Make pretty quick work of these.
No mercy. I am the law.
And yeah, that's Drox. And in reality, if I get like all the end game upgrades I want on this character, which would be, I could drop the shield for a second weapon, I can get some better jewels. I don't have a Watcher's Eye yet. I don't even have level 21 gems yet. It's probably not too much of a stretch to say that the damage could even be like twice as high as it is right now if I really min-maxed and invested 4 damage. But yeah, that's the build. It's pretty strong. Who would have guessed? Seismic Trap and March of the Legion. They're powerful. Thanks for watching. Yeah.